Good morning, everyone. This is Gail with Traders Help Desk, and it's Thursday morning about 7:01. We just had the British pound rate votes come out, and you can see I entered immediately prior to this rate announcement. I did think that both the British pound yen and the USDJPY would go up, and that's exactly what's happening. You can also see that my risk on both trades was less than $40. I was out one strike on the USDJPY, and I was out two strikes on the British pound yen. I entered at the opening of this bar and this bar here. Not at the opening, but right at the close of that bar. And you can see I actually have a profit target here on the USDJPY as well as on the British pound yen. Now on the British pound yen, this profit target is 90, and on the USDJPY it is 85. So I'm going to wait and see what happens and see if I can get the profit target. Now if I see that I'm not going to get the profit target, then I will probably exit the trade with a profit, but we'll wait and see. I just wanted to show you why I was trading the British pound yen, and actually you can see that it was at this ATR, and it had already started to turn when I entered the trade. So this is why I was trading or entered the British pound yen. Now on the USDJPY, it was a slightly different scenario. Still said it was going to go up though. And this is the USDJPY. You can see it was at the ATR on the 60-minute chart, and that's why I opted to go ahead and enter. You had this, it was already turning. You can see it was at the ATR, did not break through. So I went ahead and entered that order as well. You can see the British pound is still going up. I do have a profit target because, you know, sometimes these premiums move very quickly to extremes. So I already have my profit target in there. If it gets up there and hits it, great. Also have one over here on the USDJPY. Also notice that on the British pound yen that I am out until 11 a.m. And that's, you know, what, almost 4 hours from now. So that premium is not going up as fast, but do you see how it's moving? It'll jump to 85 and then jump back to 75. You know, if it jumps to 90 and there's sufficient buyers and sellers, that order will be filled, which is why I put it there. You can also, and I'll show you because it's almost at the target, you can sit here and watch the price if you want to change it. For example, if I decided, okay, I'm close enough, it might start coming down, I can just click here and it will change it. And do you see how quickly that changed back to 76? So I'm going to, well, I'll just leave it at 86.75. I'll amend the order, and you'll see if it gets to the 86.75, it will be filled. Okay, as you can see, I was filled on the British pound, still waiting on the USDJPY. On the British pound yen, I actually was able to capture, for every $1 of risk, I was able to capture $1.80. So not quite a 1 to 2, but very close to it. So for every $1 of risk, I was able to capture $1.80. And I like to actually do 1 to 2, but this is close enough for me. On the USD JPY, really has to get above this strike at 110.54, I think, for me to get my profit target. Easy way to look at that is if I go, this is my strike. If I go down 2 strikes, what's the sell price? And it's 87. Okay, I have a target at 85. So that tells me that it has to get above the second strike above me, especially now that it's slowed down. So probably going to have to get to about 110.56 for this profit target to be filled. And that's just an estimate. It's the way I look at it. You know, where's the 85 right now? And you can see from this strike, it's 2 strike prices down. So I'm looking for it to be at least to about 110.56 to capture that. There's a lot of variables in that because it also is dependent on how much time you have left. In this case, I've got about 45 minutes. So this is going to move slower with 45 minutes than it would, let's say, at 15 minutes before expiration. Okay, it's getting very close to my target. I want to see if it hits it. It's just about $2 away. Now you can see these premiums are not jumping around like they were on the British pound. That's something that's kind of unique to the British pound, actually. So about $1 away from my profit target now. And these, you're not seeing them jump around like you did on the British pound yen. And that's typical. The USD JPY does not move as quickly as the British pound yen does. And my order was filled. So on that particular one, okay, I was risking $38, but my risk to reward on this one was for every $1 I was risking, I made $1.24. Again, not what I like, but typically when you average these out at the end of the week or the end of the month, you can get very close to at least a 1.5 to 2 just by following, you know, a higher reward than what your risk is.